serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Golden Lion Nation, it's game time on the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Sports Network. From the H.O. Clemens Arena, men's basketball action as the UAPB Golden Lions take on the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Here are the starters first for the Golden Lions. 6'1" junior from Collierville, Tennessee, number 1, Jalen Lynn. 6'8" redshirt senior from Starkville, Mississippi, number 3, Marquedrick Bell. 5'9" junior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 4, Joshua Johnson. 6'8" senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 12, Terrence Banyard. And a 6'5" redshirt junior from Marion, Arkansas, number 21, Sean Doss Jr. And now the starters for Prairie View A&M. A 6'8" junior from Los Angeles, California, number 3, Poe Ngidgaw. A 6'3" sophomore from Houston, Texas, number 10, Jeremiah Gambrell Jr. A 6'2" senior from Ripley, Mississippi, number 11, Duane Cox. A 6'7" junior from Harlem, New York, number 22, Duane Daniels. And a 6'2" redshirt junior from Austin, Texas, number 32, Cam Mack. As many of you know, women's basketball postponed this weekend, did not play Saturday against Texas Southern, not playing tonight against Prairie View. They had the weekend off. So I figured, hey, she's not working, I can use the extra voice. So join me, not necessarily making her debut, but someone making her debut as an analyst, women's basketball coach Dawn Brown. Coach, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Should be a good time.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about this opportunity, working alongside with you and helping the fans out understand some basketball from a coach's perspective.
Absolutely. And certainly, you'll be back in action Saturday against Grambling, Monday against Jackson State. We'll talk about that as night moves forward. When you're playing the champs in your house, what should the mindset be? Understand that they know how to win against a program that's trying to find this identity, having lost for the last week or so.
Well, you know, I definitely have to give Coach Ivory credit. They've been doing a really good job as far as competing. As soon as some of those shots fall for them beyond the arch, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Prairie View won a championship last year, and this is a new year, new season. So I'm sure that this is going to be a great contest.
Golden Lions in their home white uniforms with black lettering, black numbering with the gold trim. Prairie View in their black uniforms with white lettering and white numbers. Golden Lions will move left to right on your radio dial to begin this first half. You can watch tonight's game free of charge online. Go to UAPBLionsRoar.com/live. Scroll down to that video tab. Audio will be first, video right under it. Click to watch tonight's game free of charge. Matt Potter, KB Burdett Jr., and Johnny Wilkins are officials, tip controlled by the Golden Lions. With the chairman of the board, Eddie Fletcher, holding things down at Deltaplex Radio. And women's basketball coach Dawn Brown. I'm Duane Lewis. Thanks for spending part of your Monday night with us here on the UAPB Sports Network. Johnson out top, feeds Lynn on the left wing, pulls up for 3, rims out. Bell bounces for the board, ball still loose. Marquedrick comes out with it, but stolen by Prairie View. On the run out, off the glass, up and in is Mack for the basket, and a 2-0 Prairie View lead.
You know, one thing about it, Duane, I think that that the Lions have done a really good job as far as attacking the basket, really and truly getting those shots in the perimeter. They got to do a better job as far as just capitalizing and making layups.
And we talked about that as we have in your games as well with Coach Ivory. Those point-blank shots. You don't want to miss too many of those from right at point-blank range. Those will come back to hurt you as the game goes forward.
Absolutely. You got to be able to knock down those shots in the paint.
Ball stolen by Prairie View on the run out once again. Ball knocked away into the hands of Ndiju. Pass out of bounds. It will be Golden Lion basketball. Quick substitution for head coach Byron Smith as he brings in Linnell Henry, replacing Ngidgaw. So Byron Smith, no stranger to using the dead ball. The run players in and out. We'll see a lot of substitutions tonight, 2-0 Prairie View in front. Golden Lions back on offense, opening 2 minutes of the contest. Banyard, free throw line extended, working against Daniels. To Bell on the right block. Double team gets out to Lynn on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Pass deflected out of bounds, knocked away by Cox. Still 9 to shoot for the Golden Lions.
You know, one thing about it, Duane, I think that, you know, getting those touches inside to our post, that does a good job as far as opening up shots on the perimeter. So we really and truly got to work to get Bell the ball.
Doss will throw it in front of the Panther basket. Top of the key to Bell. Now Johnson at the top, sizing up things. Gets inside. Back out to Banyard. 16-footer, too strong. Rebound, Prairie View. Panthers bring it to the front court with a 2-0 lead, 18-20 to play in the first half. Quick ball movement, corner three, left side, good by Gambrell. Panthers up 5-0. Full court pressure now by the Panthers when we get into the front court to Doss. Spin move, perhaps they called it travel. Thought his arm got grabbed, but a traveling violation, Panther basketball.
Definitely thought that he got him on the wrist.
Prairie View quickly into the front court with Mack at the top of the key, now in the right wing over the Cox. In the far corner, Gambrell thought about the jumper, quick ball movement. Henry in the paint, jumper up, no good. Banyard battled for it. The Bell comes out with it. Jump ball, and it's Prairie View possession on the alternating arrow.
That's exactly what you want to do versus a 2-3 press. You want to move the ball as fast as you possibly can to get that defense to shift, to find those gaps and get shots up. But, you know, we got our bigs in and right in position to rebound.
Daquan Morris checks in, replacing Marquedrick Bell. Shot clock resets to 20 for Prairie View. Gambrell almost traveled, tried to fake that three, just got the ball on the ground before traveling. Gets the return pass. Now left corner three by Daniels, too strong. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Henry, the offensive board. Shot, no good. Ball still loose. Mad scramble for it. And Banyard comes out with it for the Golden Lions.
50-50 balls are going to matter long distance, long time.
Lynn, right wing three, off the mark. Banyard taps it out. Doss could not save it, and it will be Prairie View basketball. 5-0 Golden Lions trail, 17-18 to play in the first half.
Getting those shots again, like we talked about earlier, inside-out game is going to definitely open up the floor for some more scoring for us.
Mack in the front court, dribble handoff to Gambrell. Takes it right over the Henry screen, down the left, right wing to Cox. Back near side to Mack. And now Daniels, free throw line, quick pass to the right side. Top of the key three, off the mark by Mack. Offensive rebound by Henry. Out in the corner to Gambrell. Left corner three is good. 8-0 start for Prairie View. Timeout, head coach George Ivory.
Yeah, I think that's a good control timeout for us to be able to regroup. I see we out in the zone, so maybe have to make some type of adjustment defensively.
30-second timeout, and we will keep it here. As you mentioned, good timeout. Prairie View off to a quick start. Slow our guys down. What would be your message in trying to get your team just reset, refocus, calm down, and get back to playing good basketball?
Absolutely. You know, sometimes when teams come out hot, you know, it's hard for them to keep that momentum for the whole game. So let's just hope that that's not the case today.
So Prairie View once again showing full court pressure, 2-2-1, full court. Doss will throw it in on the floor with Johnson, Lynn, Morris, and Banyard. Pass into Johnson. 8-0 Golden Lions trail. And Johnson in trouble in the backcourt. Gets around the double team into the front court. Feeds Doss on the left wing, gets it back to Johnson. Long three left side, off the mark. Out of bounds, Prairie View basketball.
Johnson is definitely quick enough to break a press by himself for that pull-up tray. That's his game. I'm excited. I'm wanting to see some of his shots fall.
Prairie View now back on offense. Inside pass to Gambrell. Make that Henry now. Quick ball movement. Top of the key three off the mark for Gambrell. Foul and a whistle inside. Loose ball foul called against Prairie View. And they'll whistle Daniels for the foul, his first, and the first foul of the night for either team.
You know, Prairie View isn't a real big team. They don't look like they have, you know, a lot of size and height, but they're playing really, really hard right now.
Johnson surveying the land, gets over to Doss. Now pass in the front court to Lynn. Quick to Morris to Banyard. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Prairie View. We talked about it early. Got to get those layups inside.
Absolutely.
Quick pass inside, run the floor. Blocked by Morris. A foul called against the Golden Lions on the shot attempt by Daniels. Looks like Banyard whistled for the foul, his first. And the first against UAPB tonight. That will send Duane Daniels to the free throw line. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Averaging just over 11 points, 11.5 points, 5.1 rebounds per contest. Knocks down the first. As a team, the Panthers a 66% free throw shooting team. Of course, a dominant effort by them on Saturday, 77-31 win at Valley. Both free throws converted here. A 10-0 start for Prairie View at the 16-minute mark of the first half. Johnson in trouble in the backcourt. Foul called against Prairie View. It'll be Golden Lion basketball when we come back with 15:56 to play in the opening half. Golden Lions trailing 10-0 on the UAPB Sports Network.
Lion Athletics. We wish you and your family a healthy and prosperous 2021 year.
Prairie View off to the 10-0 lead, 15:56 to play in the first half. As Dawson will get it in to Johnson. Getting full court pressure this time over man look by Prairie View defensively. Johnson working against Matt, gets past him, gets it out to Lynn on the right wing. He'll drive inside, pull it from 14, off the mark, tipped out, tipped up. Johnson fighting for the Golden Lions, and the foul called against Henry.
Prairie View's doing a good job as far as limiting us to taking one shot. We're kind of like we're one and done. We got to get in there and get some of those rebounds for some second chance points.
Prairie View right now rebounding a 7-4 as Lynn at the top takes it left. Feeds Dawson left baseline from the battle. Traveling violation, being physical with it, but the officials seeing it differently, not dribbling between those steps, trying to power inside.
Defensively right now, a stop would be really, really good for us so we can get some scoring mentality going on right now.
Darrell Roberts checks in for the first time for Prairie A&M. Golden Lions trailing 10-0, 15-15 and counting in the first half. Corner three by Daniels, right side, no good. Offensive rebound by Henry. Gets the return pass from Daniels. Pump fake, travels, jump ball.
Wow.
Forced the arrow in the Panthers' favor. Those puppies got shuffled. So Cox will return for Prairie View A&M. Inbounds pass to Morris. Knocked away, then to the hands of Doss. Now he's trapped. Knocked away like the contact right in front of us. Stolen by Prairie View. Johnson tries to take it back and does so for the Golden Lions. The ball knocked away once again. And they're saying it will be Prairie View basketball. Wow. Thought it was not from behind from Johnson. The officials saw it differently. It will be Panther basketball.
Absolutely. A lot of contact right here, right in front of us. I thought that we should have been able to get a foul right there. Johnson does a really good job holding his composure versus the pressure.
Inbounds pass to Mack, now to Roberts. Quick ball movement on the right wing for Cox. Trying to get inside. They do so to Daniels at the free throw line. Spin move against Lynn. Pass deflected out of bounds. No, they say it's thrown away. Golden Lion basketball. Still looking for our first points of the night. As Gambrell returns for the Golden Lion, for the Panthers, I should say, replacing Daniels. 10-0 UAPB trailing. Inbounds pass to Morris. Pass deflected. Knocked away into the hands of Doss. Over to Johnson, who will slow it down. Gets into the front court. Being hounded by Gambrell. Now Banyard trapped in the corner. Foul called against Prairie View. It appears it was away from the ball, I believe. And Briscoe called for the foul, his first and the fourth Panther team foul. So Dawson trigger, top of the key to Banyard. Doss on the curl ball, knocked away, loose on the floor. Morris battling for it, but Briscoe comes out with it for Prairie View A&M.
Yeah, you got to definitely get on the floor and get those 50-50 balls. Give us a second chance to get another shot off.
Mack will slow it down for the Panthers, working against Johnson on the left wing. Brings it left, dribble handoff to Cox, now around the horn to Gambrell. Quick reversal, under 10 to shoot for the Panthers. Gambrell feeds Roberts. Tough shot, good defense by Lynn, but a better effort, and somehow he got it to go. 12-0, Prairie View in front.
I thought that looked like a lucky shot to me, Duane. I thought that looked lucky to me.
Oh, no doubt about it. Defense was there. He threw it up, got the fortuitous bounce, and knocked it down.
Right.
Johnson trying to drive right. Gets inside, hop step, tough shot. Draws the foul. Johnson will shoot two. Foul against Briscoe. His second, and you mentioned the calm of Joshua Johnson. You have to get all the way up on him. He's very, very soft-spoken, belies the tenaciousness in which he plays with on the floor.
I mean, I'm going to have to call him Johnson & Johnson. He's just like always there. He's always there. You know, he does a really good job of being a true point guard and a lead on the floor, composed at all times. I'm really impressed with his game.
First point of the night for the Golden Lions. As Johnson knocks down the first free throw, Trevante Doolittle checks in for the first time for the Golden Lions, as does Kayshawn Stokes. So first points from the free throw line, 12-2 we trail, 13-25 and counting in the first half.
All you have to do is see one go in, Duane, and then, you know, we'll be able to have some more to follow.
Mack taking it right against the Golden Lions zone. Gets a return pass, quick moving inside to Roberts. Pulls up in the lane over Doolittle, no good. Trevante the rebound for the Golden Lions. Into Johnson, now back to Doolittle. Cut off in front of our bench, gets to the head to Johnson in the front court. He attacks the floater up, off the mark. Banyard battling for the board, lost it, taken away by Mack for Prairie View. Stokes takes it back for the Golden Lions. And now Johnson will reset. Inside to Banyard in the left block. Fakes, up and under, counted, and a chance for the three-point play.
Absolutely, that was a big play for us. We definitely needed that.
Good patience by Banyard. Foul trouble the last couple of games in a row. We definitely need his presence on the floor, not only from an offensive standpoint, but certainly his size from a defensive perspective, as you mentioned earlier, Coach, against a smaller Prairie View team compared to what we saw Saturday against Texas Southern.
Banyard definitely, he has the makeup, a very nice type physique, and I think that, you know, with his athleticism, he definitely kind of get us going.
Free throw by the senior from Milwaukee is good. 5 straight points now for the Golden Lions. 12-5 we trail, 12:35 and counting in the first half. Matt at the top, gets it over to Cox. And now Gambrell. Inside pass, quick reversal by Prairie View. Done a good job of that so far. Now Henry on the left baseline gets it to Mack. Left side three, too strong. Stokes the rebound. Up ahead to Johnson. 1-on-2. Knocked away, gets it back, throws it up. No good. Knocked away, saved by Doolittle in the far corner. Cross-court pass to Lynn. Now right corner Stokes. Drives, gets it back to Lynn. Sets his feet. He'll drive inside. Around Henry, off the glass, up and in.
Great patience and ball movement. They didn't settle for the three, work to get it in, get a better shot at the layup.
7-0 run by the Golden Lions. We trail by 5, 12-7. 11:50 and counting in the first half. Cox back to Mack, working against Lynn. Out to Gambrell for three, and it's good. Third three of the night for the Panthers. 15-7, their lead back to 8, 11:30 and counting in the first half.
You know, one thing about playing zone defense, you know, you definitely don't want to start a team to getting 3 balls off, especially if they're falling. So just got to close out and be there on the catch a little bit earlier.
Johnson working against Cox, feeds Lynn inside the Banyard. In trouble, gets it out to Johnson. Fakes a three, gets it to Stokes. Right corner three, off the mark, too strong. Rebound, Prairie View. Mack on the push for the Panthers. He will slow it down now, under 11 to play in the first half. Cox back to Mack. Now over to Gambrell. Long three right side is good.
He was definitely deep on that one, so So being there, we got to make sure we have a hand in his face.
Timeout called by George Ivory. This will be the under 12 media timeout. Golden Lions trail 18-7 on the UAPB Sports Network.
The ideal cut round diamond was developed by a mathematician.
Golden Lions trailing Prairie View by the score of 18-7. Panthers one of 3 unbeaten teams in men's play, along with 2-0 Alabama A&M and 2-0 Jackson. Will be in the capital city of Mississippi a week from tonight, 5:30 p.m. doubleheader with women's game, with pregame beginning at 5:15, part of a trip that begins Saturday at Grambling. 3 p.m. tip will be on the air with you at 2:45 p.m. right here on 99.3 FM The Beat. Following the under 12 media timeout, Johnson on the right wing trying to get past the PV defense. Lynn pulls up for 3, short. Stokes battling for the rebound, ball on the floor, jump ball, and it will be Prairie View possession on the alternating arrow. As Sean Doss Jr. returns, replacing Joshua Johnson. (18-7). Golden Lions trailing by 11, 10-15 and counting in the first half. Daniels pulls up and knocks down the right side jumper for the Panthers. 20-7. Our deficit is 13, our largest at the midway mark of the first half. Stokes feeds Dawson side, double pump shot, no good. Banyard the offensive rebound, blocked from behind. Late whistle will take it. Foul called against Daniels.
Absolutely. An offensive rebound and the putback to draw a foul is a great way to kind of get us going right now.
And Banyard already 3 rebounds, and that's the size his impact is having already at the line, shooting 2. Scored early on the 3-point play. Chance here to get 2 to bring us to within 11. First free throw is good.
Yet again, his presence, though, it gives us a chance to be able to draw some defenders inside to him. But, you know, they're going to have to get up to try to contest the shot because he is so athletic and strong.
Second free throw for Banyard. Off the mark. Rebound Daniels. 20-8. Golden Lions trailing by 12. 9:45 and counting in the first half. Baseline jumper by Daniels, too strong, offensive rebound, and the putback by Henry for Prairie View A&M. Deficit now 14 at 22-8. 9:30 and counting in the first half. Half-court trap by the Panthers. And timeout called by Kayshawn Stokes. And the challenge now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd timeout we've called. Only 1 timeout remaining for the entire game for head coach George Ivory and the Golden Lions.
Well, you know, one thing about it, the men's game is so fast. They play so up-tempo. And so definitely with our depth that we have, we'll be able to get still in the flow of things.
Because every 4 minutes, as many of you know, at the first dead ball under 16, 12, and 8 and 4 in the game clock, you have an automatic media timeout. So we're not without stoppages in play, but certainly have to be mindful going forward for the final almost 30 minutes of this contest.
Having 2-point guards, you still have Johnson. That's going to be able to come in and help you with that press too. So I feel we'll be fine.
Inbounds pass to Lynn. He'll bring it back into the front court for the Golden Lions. Just 2 of 13 shooting so far. Doolittle trapped on the wing. Knocked away, gets it back. Was knocked out of bounds on the sideline. Will remain Golden Line basketball with 6 on the shot clock. Doss will throw it in, out to Stokes. Driving right against Daniels. Gets to the paint, tough shot, pass partially blocked. Rebound Daniels for the Panthers.
I thought he had a good look at the rim. I think Prairie View may have got a tempo on it.
Daniels inside to Henry. Gets inside, now back in the left corner. 3-pointer off the mark by Gambrell. Banyard the board for the Golden Lions. Knocked away from behind. Saved by Lynn. They'll say it was out of bounds on the sideline. Prairie View basketball.
Way to get on the floor, though. Getting those 50-50 balls, letting you know that you're going to have to work for it if you want it. That definitely shows the tenacity that UAP men's basketball has.
As Morris returns for the Golden Lions. It's been a Texas two-step not only for basketball, but UAPB volleyball opened this season with a win in 4 sets over Texas Southern yesterday. Lost in 3 today to Prairie View. They'll be back in action in conference play Sunday at Grambling. 22-8, Golden Lions men's basketball trailing here, 8:40 and counting in the first half. Mack left open, left wing 3 off the mark. Rebound fought for. Banyard comes out with it for the Golden Lions. Johnson in the front court trying to work against the Panther defense. Gets it to Doss. Right corner 3, too strong. Rebound Prairie View. Panthers want to push with Roberts, who checked in. Cross-court pass. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say off of Prairie View, and it will be Golden Line basketball. Good anticipation by Doss.
Yeah, and we have Johnson back in the game also, too. So, you have 2 players that can handle the point, run the point, so we should be able to thread the needle some.
Slow shooting start right now, just 2 of 15, including 0 for 6 from three-point range. Nashville needs a score and a couple of stops here to slow down this Panther team. Johnson, tough shot, could not get the home gym bounce. Ball loose on the floor. Prairie View has it. Henry with the board. Under 8 to play now in the first half. Mack at the top, guarded by Johnson. Trying to get the screen, gives way to Gambrell, takes it back right over the Panther double screen. Now Roberts out top to Ndigu. Inside pass, shot clock at 1. They do not get it off. Shot clock violation. There's a stop we needed. Golden Line basketball. When we come back with 7:26 to play in the first half. Golden Lions trailing 22-8 on the UAPB Sports Network. The first half. Men's basketball trailing 22-8. Got to find a way to knock down some shots. Just 2 of 16 from the field, 0 of 6 from three-point range. You are 4 of 5 at the free throw line. -5 right now in the free throws and rebounds, I should say, at 15-10. Panther basketball now following the under 8 media timeout with Morris in the front court on the floor with Johnson, Doss, Banyard, and Lynn.
I think we've been doing a really good job as far as executing, getting the shots. They just got to fall.
Lynn on the right wing, cross court to Johnson. Now 10 on the shot clock. Banyard, double teamed on the block, out to Johnson. Gets it back to Banyard. Fakes the 3, drives the baseline, is cut off. Out top to Lynn. Top of the key 3, off the mark. Morris tipped up, no good. Doss could not get it out of bounds. Prairie View basketball.
I think those are the rebounds that Banyard is going to have to get his hands in so we can get some rebound putbacks. That's what the team needs right now. They're going to have to depend on him down in the paint.
And just as you said, we're getting looks. Even though at the end of the shot clock, good patience by Banyard getting it back out top to Lynn. Right now it's just not going. Got to get maybe some of those second, third chance opportunities to score off the glass.
Absolutely. Drawing the foul is going to be key for us also. Prairie View's doing a good job as far as walling up with their hands up, but, that gives you a better opportunity to lean into them and draw the contact and get to the free throw line.
Alvin Stredick Jr. checks in for the first time for the Golden Lions, replacing Johnson. So go with Lynn and Morris in the backcourt along with Doss, Stredick, and Banyard. Good pressure by Morris. Gambrell out top. 15 to shoot for Prairie View. Panthers lead 22-8. Gambrell, left baseline jumper is good. (24-8). Our deficit now is 16. 6:20 and counting in the first half. Lynn shakes free from Mack. Top of the key, Morris. He'll drive inside, floater up off the glass, count it, and a chance for a three-point play. Thought he was going to let it fly as a floater. He floated to the basket, drew the foul, had the chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, with Prairie View being so overly active, that's exactly what we're going to have to do, get them in foul trouble, kind of relax them a little bit, and then be able to cash out at the free throw line.
Morris misses the free throw. Rebound Panthers, 24-10. First points for Morris. Game clock now under 6 to play in the first half. Three-pointer, left side, off the mark by Gambrell. Lynn the board, up ahead to Banyard, who throws it down. Has a contest on the three and dunks on the run out. 24-12. Deficit cut to 12. 5:45 and counting in the first half. Quick ball movement. Henry gets the bounce and the basket inside for the Panthers. 26-12. Seems like every time we score, they answered. 5.5 to play in the first half.
Shots falling for Prairie View. We just have to do a better job as far as attacking the basket. Definitely being able to get in the paint and getting those chippies.
As Doss knocks down the jumper, his first points of the night. Good sign there. 24-16. 5:15 and counting in the first half. And definitely need number 21 to get it going for the Golden Lions. Whistle and a foul called against the Golden Lions. Foul called against Doss. His first. Only the second team foul against the Golden Lions. So Prairie View will throw it in. 5:06 to play until halftime. Henry in trouble. Gives way to Gambrell. Good pressure by Stredick. Got the trap we want. Foul called. Wow.
That's
Toughie
a tough
there.
one. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Coach Ivory pleading this case to KB Burdett Jr., who has a smile on his face. And that's the pressure you want. We got him in the spot we want with that sideline as the third defender, active hands. KB thought a little too active. Whistle against the Golden Lions. Foul on Stredick, his first, just the third now against UAPB in the first half. Out top to Mack. Drives left, tries to put the double team. Ball loose on the floor. Gets it back, ball still loose. I believe it is Doss on the bottom of the pile for the Golden Lions. Jump ball, we have the arrow. So say it's actually PV with possession. Shot clock at 6. Long three, top of the key off the mark by Gambrell. Rebound, Bell for the Golden Lions.
That was a great rebound for Bell. Limited them to one shot. Being able to just come down and right now execute so we can get a bucket.
And I believe what the call was, I believe Doss was out of bounds on that far side going for that loose ball. Pass behind Morris that time. He was going in. Lynn left it out. Turnover back to the Panthers. As Daniels returns for the Panthers. 26-14. That's the 8th turnover, I believe, by the Golden Lions. They led it just 4 Panther points to this point. On the baseline, Daniels, cross-court pass, long cross-court pass. And Bell with the foul you don't want. Fouling a jump shooter. Roberts will shoot 3. When we come back with exactly 4 to play in the first half, Golden Lions trailing 26-14 on the UAPB Sports Network. Playing the first half with UAPB women's coach Dawn Brown and Eddie Fletcher holding things down back at Deltaplex Radio. I'm Duane Lewis. Men's basketball trailing 26-14. Starting to find offensive rhythm just a little bit. Down 12, starting to make some shots. Now need some stops over this final 4-minute stretch. Get this deficit to 10 or less by the halftime break. Roberts at the line shooting 2 for the Panthers, and he knocks down the first.
I know in practice what we talk about a lot, Duane, is ODO, offense, defense, and offense. So if we able to score a bucket, get one stop, and come back down and score, that's the momentum that we need.
Bell fouled Roberts on the 3-point attempt, so he's knocked down the first 2. 1 free throw remaining. In a light schedule in SWAC play, Southern women playing at Alabama A&M. Earlier today, Alcorn men at Alabama A&M was postponed. One other men's game later tonight, Southern at Alabama State. So Roberts converts all 3 free throws. Top of the key 3 by Lynn off the mark. Rebound loose. Doss comes out with it for the Golden Lions. 29-14 we trail. 3:40 and counting until halftime. Banyard to Doss. Free throw line jumper good. Need more of that as this game moves forward. 29-16. Doss now with 4. 3:20 and counting until halftime. Mack on the left wing. Now top to Roberts. Cox on the right wing for the Panthers. Back to Mack. They've done a good job moving the ball around the perimeter and slip one inside, as they do here now, to Daniels. Bodies flying. Offensive foul as Lynn does dirty work for the Golden Lions.
That's the stop that we need. We just have to come back down right now to convert that to an offensive bucket.
Johnson returns, replacing Morris for the Golden Lions. Foul on Daniels, his 3rd. And the 9th against Prairie View here in the first half. Lynn lost it in the backcourt. And actually, one of the women's game in action, Southern leading at Alabama State 43-38. That game in the 3rd quarter. Whistle and a foul against the Panthers. Foul on Henry is his 3rd. So 3 fouls against Daniels, 3 fouls against Henry.
That's tough. I know for any coach, for you to have, a player that's playing a lot of minutes to pick up the 3rd foul in the first half of the game. That's not what you want. But that's what we want. We want those opportunities to convert at the free throw line, and that's what we're doing.
As Doss shooting 2, Golden Lions in the double bonus. Morris returns, replacing Lynn. And Gambrell returns for Prairie View A&M, replacing Briscoe.
Talked about that earlier in the quarter, though, also. I think that them picking up these fouls, having to make those substitutions, not really having a lot of depth on the bench, that should work in our favor for sure.
1 of 2 for Doss, 29-17. Our deficit is 12. 2:45 and counting in the first half. Gambrell being shaded by Doss. Now top of the key to Cox. Flipped inside to Roberts. Tough shot and gets the bounce. 7 now for Roberts. 31-17. Golden Line deficit back to 14. 2:25 and counting in the first half. Morris on the right wing finds a cutting Doss. Triple teamed on the right side. Cross-court pass Johnson. Pulls up for 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound Stredick out to Doss. He pulls up for 3. Top of the backboard out of bounds. Panther basketball. Had the look, just would not go down. And we have not made the 3 so far tonight.
The only way for you to start hitting them is to keep shooting them.
Definitely.
So we definitely got to keep getting a good look at the basket.
Under 2 to play in the first half. Gambrell on the right wing, shaded by Doss. Now up top to Mack. Quick ball movement. Gambrell driving right, cut off by Doss. Quick baseline pass, the backdoor cut in the basket for Cox. 33-17. Our deficit back to 16. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Doss, pass deflected out of bounds. Will remain UAPB basketball with 16 to shoot. Stay with us for the Reliance Bank halftime report. Desiree McKenzie will have your Golden Lions sports report. We'll have scores and stats from around the SWAC. Johnson feeds Stredick. Good, strong move inside. Scores off the glass and a chance for a three-point play.
Yet again, every time that we're able to get the ball on the block, we're drawing those type of defenders over to us. So we're doing a great job as far as capitalizing on that. Prairie View, I think, a little frustrated behind it also. So that should give us more opportunities right there in the paint.
See if we can make this late run to end the half with two starters on the bench for the Panthers using our size inside with Stredick, who converts the three-point play. 33-20. Final 1:15 of the first half. Mack on the left wing. Near side, long three. Gambrell knocks it down. Every time we get a little bit of a run, they've had an answer. Deficit back to 16. Final 50 seconds of the first half. Banyard out top to Johnson. Trying to work against Gambrell. Feeds Banyard, backing down. Double team. Knocked away into the hands of Morris. Knocked away into the hands of Mack. 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Gambrell running the floor off the glass, up and in.
One thing about it, you're definitely going to have to double team Banyard if you want to try to slow him down, because once he posts up and steals, he's going to score that bucket.
Active hands for the Panthers. About a 2-second difference between game and shot clock. 12 to play in the first half. Johnson on the right wing, trying to go left over the Stredick screen. Knocked away, stolen by Prairie View. Lead pass up ahead to Roberts, who throws it down. And we have a warning. It's no tech, but a warning. Coach George Ivory looking for a foul. 2 seconds to play in the first half as Stredick gets it into Johnson. From just beyond half court, rims out, would have been good if it went. But we'll head to the halftime locker room down by the score of 40-20.
Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Set to begin second half action from the H.O. Clemens Arena, men's basketball. As we almost did on Saturday, we tried to erase a 20-point deficit, trailing Prairie View at the half, 40-20. It'll be Golden Lion basketball with the chairman of the board, Eddie Fletcher, and UAPB women's basketball coach, Duane Brown. I'm Duane Lewis. Johnson, Doss, Banyard, Bell, and Lynn in the front court for the Golden Lions. Johnson driving right, cut off on the baseline. Out top to Lynn. 10 to shoot for UAPB. Inside the Banyard. Fakes up and under. Could not convert. Rebound Prairie View. And again, a point-blank miss for the Golden Lions.
I thought Banyard had a good look at the basket. I think he was just kind of a little bit off balance. But that's his shot, and he'll knock those down.
Mack over to Gambrell. Back over to Mack. Opening possession of the half for the Panthers. Daniels, quick ball movement. Left wing three, good once again by Gambrell. His 6th three of the night. 43-20. Panthers lead. 22 now for Jeremiah Gambrell. Johnson feeds Bell on the left baseline. Picked up. Top of the key three by Johnson off the mark. Rebound Daniels. Golden Lions still looking for our first made three of the night. Gambrell over to Mack. Panthers 2-time defending regular season champs. Three-second violation turned over to the Golden Lions. See if we can put together a couple of possessions with some made shots. Certainly, with a comeback, you need some stops, but you also need some made shots. Opening 2 minutes of this second half.
I thought we did a really good job our first half, attacking the basket, being able to get those easy baskets right here in the paint.
As Bell feeds Doss to the basket, we saw Bell cut down the lane. Good things happen when you cut to the basket. This time he found Doss for the jam.
Especially with them double teaming inside on the post, so you got to look to get the ball to the open person where the double team is coming from.
7 now for Doss, 43-22. See if we can chip away. One possession, one by the elephant at a time. Spin move, tough shot in the paint, up and in. Basket for Ingerdow, 45-22. He now has 5 for the Panthers.
We got to do a good job, too, as far as getting an inside-out game for a three. Hopefully it'll be one that we'll get the foul, but a second chance opportunity is something that I know that can help us get going also.
Bell got the offensive board. We worked the inside out that time. Three-pointer would not go by Lynn. Rather down, popped out. Bell the board. Foul against Ingerdahl, his second. Doss will throw it in. Out top to Banyard. Gives way to Bell on the left wing. Now Johnson going left over the Bell screen. Josh One gets inside, tough shot, fouled, and Josh will shoot 2.
You know, I had a chance to talk to Coach Ivory a little bit in the way that they're practicing shooting the three ball. So I know that they actually get the reps. You know, just kind of focusing and getting that shot to foul is a minor adjustment that we'll just have to make.
Johnson 2 of 2 at the line, has not made a shot from the field, misses the first free throw. Golden Lions now 6 of 10 at the free throw line. And it appears that they're good shots within the flow of the offense, not forced shots or rush shots right now, just not going.
Yeah, you know, you're getting the ball to the right people, and they're taking those shots, getting those attempts of it's going to fall. One is going to fall, Duane.
45-23, 1 of 2 for Johnson, under 17 to play. Still a lot of time in this contest. Got to work away, again, one possession at a time. Three-pointer left side, and now Daniels knocks down his first three for the Panthers.
Prairie View is doing a good job as far as knocking down that shot. We got to get a hand out, continue to defend, and sit down and focus on slowing that three ball down.
48-23, 60 and a half remaining. Johnson feeds a cutting Bell, but the pass out of bounds turned over to the Panthers.
Like you said earlier, you just got to keep chipping, staying positive, and take it one possession at a time.
Panthers 7 of 16 from three-point range. Three-pointer miss, offensive rebound by Henry. Feeds Cox for the basket. He's fouled, and a chance for a three-point play. Bell called for the foul, his second and the first against UAPB here in the second half.
You know, Prairie View has 0 on the floor with 3 fouls, and then you also have 22 with 3 fouls. So you got to look to attack the basket some offensively. You know, if the three ball isn't falling, being able to draw them, because one thing you know they're not going to try to pick up their 4th foul this early in the second half.
As Briscoe returns, replacing Daniels, who now leaves the floor with those 3 fouls. Three-point play made by Cox, 51-23, under 16 minutes to play. Banyard on the right wing. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Panthers. Cox gets it off the glass, up and in. And things continue to go the Panthers' way. Our deficit now is 30 at 53-23, 15:40 remaining. Banyard gets inside, feeds Stredick. Left baseline jumper. 3-4 bounce on the rim, would not go. Foul against Banyard, battling for the board. Panthers basketball when we come back with 15:32 remaining. Golden Lions trail 53-23 on the UAPB Sports Network. 15:31 remaining. Golden Lions trailing Prairie View 53-23. Back at the top for the Panthers. Gets inside, shot up, no good, but fouled by Stredick, and 2 free throws ahead for the Panthers.
You know, one thing that I definitely have to give Coach Ivory credit for, they do a really good job as far as communicating on defense. They're talking, they're active, and we're getting those shots. Prairie View's just hitting a few more threes than we are right now, and that's really and truly the difference of the ball game.
No doubt. They are plus 21 in scoring from the three-point line. They've made 7. We've not made 1. We're down 30, and that's a big contributor to that as Daniels makes the first free throw. Prairie View, 2-time defending regular season champ. The Kansas City Chiefs will try to make it 2 in a row in the Super Bowl 13 days from now. as they take on Tom Brady in his 10th career Super Bowl. Break down the matchup for us.
Duane, I don't watch anything. You waiting on me to say something about the NFL? That's not my area.
Should be a great matchup. Of course, one of our graduate assistants, Desiree McKenzie, from Kansas City, as one of our new student assistants, Kalon Hooks, excited about the Chiefs going back, trying to make it 2 in a row as Lynn scores inside and a chance for a 3-point play for the Golden Lions.
That's exactly what we're going to have to continue to do, defending and coming back down and attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line. We've been doing a really good job of that tonight.
Lynn now with 4, first free throw attempt tonight for the junior from Collierville, Tennessee. Free throw rims out. Rebound, Henry. 55-25 under 15 minutes to play. And certainly, while a lot's been made about Brady as Henry scores inside, the consistency is what any coach would love to have. You have a player that's played 21 years. He's in the championship game half of his career. Played in his 14th championship game yesterday. Have to admire the consistency of that. As Johnson on the left wing trying to work against Mack. Foul inside as they whistled Henry. I think Banyard had position. I think Henry tried the old trick, tried to pull a chair out from under him, but
Absolutely.
The official saw it.
I thought that was a great call from the official, for sure.
So foul on Henry now is his 4th as Daniel returns for Prairie View A&M. Less than 1 minute to play in Montgomery. The Southern women leading Alabama State 58-53. Banyard on the wing, top of the key to Stokes, back in the contest as Lynn gets inside, the floater up and rims out. Tipped up by Doss, no good, but Lynn fouls it and scores. And they will temporary stoppage in play as Doss hit the floor, bodies flying. Good job by the officials keeping everyone safe. Lynn with the putback. 57-27 with 14-12 remaining. As Daquan Morris returns, replacing Stredick in the Golden Lions lineup. Inbounds pass to Gambrell. He gets it out to Daniels. Gambrell, 3-pointer off the mark. Follow slam by Briscoe.
I thought that was a good defensive assignment on Gambrell, for sure. But we got to make sure that we're getting those rebounds and not allowing them to get second chance opportunity.
59-27. And a lot of energy from the Prairie View bench. Not sure exactly what the call was, but no foul call. But Golden Lions will maintain possession with 13:35 remaining. Lynn draws the foul, and he will go back to the free throw line.
That's exactly what we have to continue to do, is attack the basket. One thing about it, though, you got to come back down the floor and get stops and not allow them to get second chance points.
Lynn with 6 points. First free throw is good as Robert Boyd checks in for the first time, replacing Sean Doss Jr. And Lynn gets them both.
Lynn has done a good job also of finding scoring opportunities. The shots not falling beyond the 3, 0 for 6 from the three-point line, but still being able to make it count at the charity stripe. I think that says a lot about him.
We approach 13-15 and counting. Panthers working some clock here. Briscoe gets it over to Daniels on the right wing, guarded by Banyard. Good D by Terrence, out of bounds. Will remain Panthers basketball with 3 on the shot clock.
This stop is what we need right here with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Being able to stop the Panthers from scoring right here will be key for us and coming down, converting it, and getting a bucket.
Cox gets it in. Mack misses from the corner. Ball still loose, and Banyard comes out with the rebound for the Golden Lions. Under 13 minutes remaining. Lynn over to Boyd on the right wing. Trying to feed Banyard on the right block. Double team from behind. Morris cuts to the basket. Ball knocked away. UAPB basketball with 12 on the 30.
That's one thing that we've been doing a good job with is acknowledging the double team. Banyard's getting double team. You got to get somebody else to cut at the rim. Be strong with the ball, finish a layup.
Inbounds pass to Lynn, out of bounds. Will remain Golden Lion ball, now with 11 to shoot. Lynn, Stokes, Banyard, Boyd, and Morris. Your Golden Lion 5 on the floor. Banyard out top, gets it to Stokes, now with 5. Driving right, draws contact, misses. Morris with the putback and the basket. Second field goal for Daquan Morris, 59-31 with 12:20 remaining. Gambrell spins out, gets it to Mack at the top of the key, guarded by Stokes. Trying to piece together some consecutive stops are the Golden Lions. And that shot nearly went in by Daniels, trying to draw the foul against a Banyard flying inside as Lynn gets the rebound, attacks the basket, and scores. And technical foul. We'll break down the particulars for you when we come back with 11:55 remaining. Golden Lions trailing 59-33 on the UAPB Sports Network. 11:55 remaining. Golden Lions trailing Prairie View by the score of 59-33. So a technical foul was called on Jalen Lynn for making contact with the ball on the attempted inbounds pass. So Gambrell at the line shooting the technical free throw, and he knocks it down.
Lynn has been doing a good job of getting us going offensively, leading all scores tonight so far. So just got to be a little bit more disciplined and not allow that to happen.
And you like the intensity. Certainly trying to find a way to steal a possession, get a deflection, but got to stay beyond without making contact with the ball, as the shot clock did not start. So we'll see how they will reset the game clock and the shot clock. With 11:55 now, 11:47 on the game clock. And 22 on the shot clock. Game has gone final in Montgomery as Southern gives the Alabama State women its first loss with a 60-56 final score.
This is a very competitive league on the women's side. I was telling our young ladies at one point in the season, nobody's going to go undefeated on the women's basketball side. Alabama State just was able to start their conference off with a win versus Jackson State. So this can be anybody's game, anybody's season right now for women's basketball.
And you mentioned with that Southern, the loss by Alabama State is first in conference play. So every team has at least one loss, as Bama State now falls to 4-1. Southern improves to 4-2. And, of course, now another big matchup on Wednesday as Grambling will play in Montgomery, make up of a game that was postponed to begin league play at the start of the 2021 calendar year before we head to Grambling for a 3 p.m. doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah, with COVID going on right now and how our teams, all teams are playing right now, coaches, you just have to be thankful for to have had the opportunity to have a game day.
Absolutely. Anytime you get to a game day, it's a good day. As the missing side, Stokes with the board for the Golden Lions. Johnson fakes a three, finds Morris on the baseline, feeds Banyard, draws a contact, and Terrence Banyard back to the free throw line for the Golden Lions.
Speaking of COVID, I thought, Duane, you said something about Alabama A&M men are not playing again.
They were scheduled to play Alcorn, and I believe it was Alcorn that had the positive test tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that domino effect of games now, as you get ready to head to, we had, I believe it's this weekend, the final weekend of the first half for league play. So starting next weekend, when we head to Alabama, that starts the second half of league play. And those return matchups, some of them have not happened yet.
Right.
It's going to be a very, very busy February. We'll try to, as we move forward, explain what the conference policy and scenario is. We know each team has to play at least 13 to be eligible for postseason play.
Alabama A&M men haven't played many games. I'm not sure exactly
Correct.
what it is, but I know they started off missing the first four, I believe.
Right. They've only played, I believe, 2 to this point as Prairie View scores on the alley-oop to make the score 62-34. Alabama A&M men and Jackson State have only played 2 games.
Wow.
In conference play through the first now 4 weekends of league play as Joshua Johnson hits the first 3 of the night for the Golden Lions.
That's all I was saying earlier to you, Duane. He does a really good job as far as shooting the ball long distance. So seeing one go in, hopefully we'll see some more to follow.
62-37. Prairie View still working the ball against the Golden Lions zone. Drive by Henry off the mark. Rebound Banyard. Johnson in the front court at the midway mark of the second half. Lynn fakes a three, gets to Boyd. Drives inside to a cutting Morris. Reverse layup, no good. Banyard had a chance at it. Ball still loose. Still loose on the floor. And Henry comes out with it for the Panthers. 9:40 and counting left to play here from the H.O. Clemens Arena. Prairie View has led throughout. Golden Lions trailing 62-37. Mack, double team, gets it over to Roberts. Left wing three is good. (65-37). Boyd will try to answer for the Golden Lions. 3-pointer too strong. Rebound Henry. And February is going to be very exciting. We were trying to figure out possible scheduling scenarios. We got 2 games to figure out on the women's side for ourselves as well, as Henry cuts down the lane and scores again for Prairie View.
One thing about it on the women's side, I think all of the coaches, we've talked about it. Everybody wants to have an opportunity to make it up. I think for us only to have 2 to make up is a little bit better.
Yes.
It puts us in a better situation because a lot of other teams have more than 2.
As Lynn draws a blocking foul, will they count the basket?
Absolutely. Good
Counted
move.
for Lynn. Nice, strong move for Jalen Lynn. He now has 12. Foul called against Roberts is his first, as Doss returns for the Golden Lions, replacing Boyd.
That was a good move for Lynn. I definitely have a lot of respect for his game now. It's different sitting right here, hands on. You're getting all the good stuff, but that him having that move in his toolbox that makes him a little bit more diverse. I like that.
And a very prolific scorer in junior college. We'll need more of that as conference play evolves. Still a long way to go for both Golden Lion men's and women's teams. In February is going to be exciting. We already talked about the Super Spring season we already saw volleyball open this season this past weekend, normally playing in the fall. Soccer and football will play in late February to begin their respective seasons. With so much SWAC basketball left, it's going to be a February to remember as well.
One thing about it, with us not being able to have fans right now in our indoor sports, we really got to encourage our listeners to continue to support us and follow us on Twitter and all of our social media platforms because, our teams definitely still want to be able to have their support and stay connected with our community.
Absolutely. Always tremendous fan support here in Golden Lion Nation in Pine Bluff, Little Rock, and beyond. As the free throw is good by Briscoe. Panthers perfect at the line tonight now, 10 of 10 at the charity stripe. And make it 11 of 11. 69-40. Still a long way to go. We saw Southern last year on the men's side. I think they were at 6-5 at one point. I think they won their last 7 to play their way into the number 2 seed in the SWAC tournament. Obviously, was not completed due to COVID. But teams can get hot anytime in this league as Doss knocks down the 3 for the Golden Lions. His first of the night. 2 threes now for UAPB.
Especially going into February, Duane, a lot of teams start playing that championship basketball. They're able to tighten up some things. They've seen everybody in the league once. Well, in a normal season.
In normal season,
You've
yes.
seen everybody once, so you're a little bit more comfortable.
Out of bounds, it'll be Prairie View basketball when we come back with 7:41 to play. Golden Lions trailing 69-43 on the UAPB Sports Network. 7:41 remaining. Men's basketball trailing 69-43. Quick ball movement and the dunk inside for the Panthers. Briscoe this time with the slam. Golden Lions shot the ball better in the second half, 8 of 17 at 47%. -8 right now in second half scoring, trailing 71-43. Doolittle over to Stokes in the far corner, back to Trevante, who gets inside, shot the glass up and in. First points for Trevante Doolittle. 71-45, under 7 minutes to play. Cox in the right wing feeds Henry on the right block. Good D by Doss, but finds a cutting Gambrell who could not convert. Johnson in the front court. Pulls up for 3, rims out. Ball out of bounds. Stokes and Banyard both had a chance, could not corral it out of bounds to the Panthers.
That was a great look to the basket for that shot. You know, just wanting that to be able to fall. Tonight's not a great shooting night for us, so we got to keep attacking the basket.
As Mack returns for Prairie View A&M, replacing Cox. 6:35 remaining here from the H.O. Clemmons Arena. Golden Lion women's and men's basketball on the road the next 2 weekends. At Grambling Saturday, 3 p.m. doubleheader at Jackson State a week from tonight, and a 5:30 p.m. doubleheader before a trip to Alabama for games at Alabama State and Alabama A&M. Follow it all right here on the UAPB Sports Network. Knocked away into the hands of Stokes. Up ahead to Doolittle. Off the glass, too strong. Rebound out of bounds. It will be Panthers basketball.
Doolittle has done a good job as far as coming in and looking to attack, trying to draw a foul. You got to finish those layups.
Under 6 minutes to play. And we talked about it early, and unfortunately often, those point-blank shots, you get them at close range. It's hard to be 100%, but you want to be at least the old school Ivory Soap 99 and 44 100s inside that arc.
I almost called you coach, Duane. You sound like a coach right there. You definitely want to take those high percentage shots in the paint.
Knocked away. Prairie View corrals it once again. Panthers still attack. Henry, reverse layup off the glass, up and in. 73-45, 5:20 remaining. Pass out of bounds, and it will be Prairie View basketball as Jalen Lynn returns, replacing Stokes for UAPB. 5:20 remaining. Panthers have led throughout. And we found more of the shooting touch in this second half, unable to put a dent in the deficit. We were down 20 at the half. As a traveling violation prior to the shot, it will be Golden Lion basketball as Bell returns, replacing Trevante Doolittle. Good minutes for Trevante, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist in 8 minutes.
One thing about it, I really don't know how others view it, but me being a coach sitting here on the sideline with you, 5 minutes is a lot of basketball left to play. So if you just take it one possession at a time to keep chipping, you can put yourself in a situation to give yourself a shot.
Banyard fouled. I believe it was Panther foul. Against Ngigau. That will lead to free throws for Banyard. Running the 1-and-1, knocks down the first. A good game for Terrence Banyard now with 8 points, 7 rebounds, as Stredick returns, replacing Doss for the Golden Lions. 4:46 remaining. As you mentioned, still a lot of time. Anything can happen if you put a couple of good offensive and defensive possessions together.
Yeah, again, getting the ball in Banyard's hand is some things that we have to do. They were double teaming on them earlier. We were hitting a slasher coming down in the paint, which frees him back up for some other opportunities. So for him to be able to get to the free throw line is something big for us right now. We need that.
73-47. Out of bounds, Panthers basketball. Golden Line basketball with 4:28 to play. And again, just takes a little bit of a spark. A 3 in the stop.
ODO. Offense, defense, offense. Got to get a stop.
Lynn on the wing over the Banyard screen. At the top of the key with 15 to shoot. Over to Johnson. Left wing 3. Good. His second 3 of the night. 73-50. 4 minutes to play. See if we can chip away maybe 5-6 points a minute. They're going to slow it down, as you would expect them to do with the big lead and 3:50 to play. Free throw line jumper for Mack off the mark. Rebound Lynn. Up ahead to Johnson.
Good contest from Johnson. I thought he does a good job. He has a heart of a lion. I love this kid. This young man, I'm sorry.
Gets inside, could not convert again. Unfortunately, another point-blank miss. Would have cut it to 21. 3:20 and counting in this second half. Matt gets inside, the floater up. No good. Banyard comes out with the board, his 8th. Up ahead to Johnson, trying to feed Bell. Brings it top of the key to Lynn. Now Stredick on the left baseline. Finds a cutting Bell, lost it, got it back. Feeds Banyard inside off the glass. Strong move, no good. Tipped in by Stredick.
Absolutely, that was good. That was a good 3-man ball right there. Definitely, Bell getting his other teammates involved, and then for a rebound putback.
Haven't said much tonight. We'll continue to say that good things happen when you cut to the basket. That second, third effort resulted in the basket for us. 73-52, 2.5 remaining. Panthers now running some clock. Shot clock at 2, jumper by Cox, short, rebound Bell. Up ahead to Lynn, now Johnson. Feeds Stredick on the right block, pass deflected, out of bounds, Golden Line ball. When we come back with 2:08 to play, UAPB trailing 73-52 on the Golden Lions Sports Network. 2:08 remaining. Men's basketball trailing 73-52. Inbounds pass to Johnson, and the clock did not start. So reset to 2:05. It's been a busy weekend. We had men's basketball action Saturday. We had volleyball Sunday afternoon. We had volleyball Monday afternoon. We had men's basketball Monday night. And in about 35 to 45 minutes, let Coach Brown get back to her regular job. Women's basketball going to take the floor for Monday night practice. As Banyard misses inside, rebound Prairie View. So an unfortunate, unscheduled kind of mid-season bye. What's been the focus in getting ready to get back on the road for Grambling on Saturday?
You know what? This has been a really great opportunity for us to get back in the classroom, watch some film. Us having 30-plus turnovers versus Alcorn, we were able to break down every segment of the type of different presses that we're going to see moving forward.
As Johnson knocks down his third three of the night, he now has 12. 73-55, final minute 15.
Absolutely. So we're just going to have an opportunity to learn, get back to the basics. So this has been really good for us.
Stay with us for Lions Roar post game presented by the 410 Lounge. We'll have your Coach's Corner post game interview brought to you by the Neely Law Firm. Final minute here from the H.O. Clemens Arena. Offensive foul, goal line basketball. And you try to find the small things in contests like this. We shot it better in the second half. We've outscored them in the second half. Things to build on as the men as well get ready to hit the road for Grambling on Saturday afternoon.
You know, one thing as a coach you have to do is you have to put this game behind you. After tonight, you can go back and watch the film and move forward. Us having an opportunity to play Saturday, Mondays, you can't hold on for it too long.
Correct.
You got to be ready to focus on the next one.
As Bell fouled on the drive by Mack, and that is his second. .9 to play. And for all his effort and his energy, this is Bell's first shot attempt tonight, field goal or free throw. And certainly we'll need more from him going forward, certainly this 4-game road trip ahead. As Bell makes the second, 73-56.
Well, one thing about Bell, I have to give him credit. He did a really great job my first time watching him play some last year. When you're in a slump and you're in a funk, you're only going to stay in it as long as you decide that you're going to stay in it. So
correct.
Whatever he's going through, you guys shake it off and be ready to play because he is capable of helping this team be successful.
Long three, air ball by Gambrell with 20.3 seconds remaining. As Henry will return, replacing Gambrell. So Johnson will bring the basketball into the front court. Final 10 seconds here from the H.O. Clemens Arena. Lynn on the right wing, drives inside, misses, rebound Henry, and that will do it. Your final score, Prairie View A&M 73, UAPB 56.
Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.